Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another walk and talk. Today's walk and talk is gonna be a little different because I'm doing it for the first time on my GoPro and I'm not using my big camera, and it's gonna be a really low effort walk and talk. Seriously, I'm gonna try to do like very minimal editing. I basically asked you guys on Instagram some topics that you guys want me to talk about on my walk and talk, and none of you guys actually gave me a topic. You just asked a bunch of questions. So I guess it's gonna be a walk and talk and Q&A with a few updates about what's going on my YouTube channel. So before we do anything, let's roll the intro. All right, so we got a few things to talk about today, but I think we'll start because I basically put out a little message on my Instagram to have you guys ask me questions, and I said basically I'd give you guys a little shout outs to whoever asked a question. So we'll start off with the first few people who asked some questions. We got Camzas8 who says, dealing with winter blues. She wants to know about how I deal with the winter blues. So I never really grew up in a winter environment, so I never really got a chance to experience true winter blues. I guess something that happens to me whenever I'm lacking that vitamin D from the sun, when it's overcast a lot, I get very like lethargic and sort of like not sad, but I get this like non-motivation to move around and do many things, which I guess in essence is winter blues, but it happens very rarely. And so my fix to that is just trying to get more sun, or to get active, or to eat fruit and stuff that kind of gives me energy. Okay, so we got another one from Seagreen17. It says, your plans after NYC, is it back to Miami or back to traveling? It's definitely back to traveling. I've had the travel bug for the longest time, but to kind of mix into the updates that I want to talk to you guys about. So as you know, I've been working on this crazy informative guide about New York City, and it's been a lot of work. So I'm kind of like working on doing that, and I'm calculating that it's going to take me about a month to finish that whole thing, maybe another month from now. And those are videos that I know for a fact are not really going to perform very well on my channel when I first upload them, but after time they will. So it's sort of a way for me to make some money long term when I'm back traveling and risking it with different locations. It's all part of what I talked to you guys recently about why travel vlogging sucks. It's just me trying to figure out a way for me to do this without having to rely on a foreign audience. So I think those New York City guides, they might be really good for me long term as a business move, but we'll see. That's part of the plan right now, is to finish that up and then hopefully hit the road again, go to some really cool places. So we got another question from Nelly who says, have you ever been to a place and wanted to live there permanently? Yes, it actually happened to me in the Philippines. Well, I'm still in the process of trying to figure out how I can move there permanently. So a lot of visa problems, but that definitely happened to me in the Philippines. And Israel, I guess, it's a place that I kind of lived in, but I definitely see myself moving back there and living there permanently, or at least having a base. But at the moment, there's been no place on planet Earth that I've settled down in and said, like, I could live here forever, because my mind is too much in a place of wanting to move around and go to different places. All right, next we got from Mei Ling, says, coolest place to visit for free in NYC. I think that Mahayana Buddhist temple is one of the coolest places you can visit for free in New York. I absolutely love that place, and I've been taking people there, people who come visit me in New York. I think it's so awesome, and it's free. So that Buddhist temple in Chinatown, make sure you check it out. So we got here from DCast92. Since you live in Brooklyn, what are your thoughts on the Bronx? I actually, funny that you mentioned, I filmed an entire guide on the Bronx yesterday. I was out all day in the Bronx with one of my viewers who showed me around, and I think it's amazing. Now, obviously, there's parts of the Bronx that are kind of dangerous, and we had to be kind of wary with my cameras and stuff like that, but it is such a freaking cool place. Regardless of that, and the food there is so cheap, and the people are really friendly. It's a very, very different vibe from Manhattan. All right, we got more questions. What do I want to be when I grew old as a kid? When I was a kid, I definitely wanted to be an astronaut, but also besides that, I went more through the route of paleontology. And as I got a little bit older, I think when I was 16, 17, the big real focus was to be a big movie director. Took a lot of inspiration from Steven Spielberg, and that's something that I actually worked really hard towards and ended up giving up on. But I think the top two things would have been a paleontologist, so a person who kind of digs and discovers dinosaurs and studies dinosaurs, or a big-time movie director. Those would have been my choices. Here we go, we got more questions from Regret. when you were a kid, oh, same question, okay. Lexi says, is it worth it to be a YouTuber? Your heart really needs to be in it, in my opinion. You have to really want this, because you can work for years for free and not make a single penny. And it's not an easy job. It's especially not easy to be in charge of your own destiny in every single way. You have no boss telling you what you can and can't do. I mean, besides the stupid guidelines that YouTube has for us, but I also understand them. But yeah, besides that stuff, you don't really have anybody telling you what to do, so you kind of have to be on top of everything, and you have to be a jack of all trades. You have to be open to being the host, the editor, you know, the on-screen personality, the media person, the social media manager, the brand deal person. Like, there's so many jobs, so you have to really be into it. Your heart has to be into it, and you have to be willing to do it for free for a while, I think, if you want to be a YouTuber. But is it worth it? For me, yes, because I have the freedom to do whatever I want with my life because of it. So I think so. But once again, it always comes down to perspective. Next question. Are you Ham Chowder? It's a good name. You can talk about your viewpoints about how Amazon was about to come to New York. I don't really know much about that situation. I briefly had a discussion with somebody who lives here about it. I heard that some people say it sucks that they didn't come because it could have provided a lot of jobs. And I've heard other people say that they're glad they didn't come because they would have taken a lot of jobs, or I don't know. I don't know much about the situation. I'm not well informed about that. And honestly, I'm not into getting into New York City politics. It's not my forte. Not really interested. Matthew Tasker says, long distance friendships, question mark. That's a good kind of topic. I'm gonna keep walking this way. Also, by the way, before we answer Matthew's question, basically today is Friday. For Jewish people, I'm Jewish, it's Shabbat, and so I'm looking, because I've been working in all day, just like editing videos and stuff. I'll be doing my little Friday night dinner that we Jews do at home today by myself. And so I'm just looking for a kosher bakery right now so I can get some challah bread, which is some Jewish bread, and grape juice, and some kosher food, so I can make a blessing over the food that I do every Friday night. So that's why I'm walking right now. I'm particularly looking and trying to navigate with my GPS. But yes, in regards to Matthew's question, long distance friendships, I personally haven't had a very hard time with this. I think that my friendships with people have gotten very close, actually on the contrary, rather than farther apart. Even though people drift apart and grow, I think the fact that we're not always seeing each other, my friends, actually makes us love each other more, because when we do get to see each other again, we spend time together. It's very quality time, and then we don't see each other for long periods of time. We get back together again. It's like just a lot of love. It's very concentrated, because we know we don't have that much time together. So personally for me, it's actually been kind of interesting. It's always sad saying goodbye to somebody that you really care about, and knowing that you're not going to see them for a while. But personally, I've developed some thick skin doing this for a while. So it's very rare that I get like heavily affected. There has been a few people, especially as of recent, that have like left my life for a little period of time, so it's been a little more difficult. But that being said, it's not something that I really deal with too much. I can deal with it. I have thick skin. Let's see, we got a few more questions, 2 more here. Deshak says, why are you not coming to India? So Deshak, I actually answered this question in the Why Travel Vlogging Sucks episode of Walk and Talk. And it's just, I'm coming to India for sure at some point. It's a huge piece of like world that's on my list. I want to come to India so bad. I have to figure out a way before I give up, because I will give up if I can't figure out a way, but I have to figure out a way where going to India is not going to screw me over in the future. Same thing with the Philippines. So I'm just trying to figure it out right now, and a lot of planning, trying to figure out the right way to do this. And that's my answer for that question. And the last one from NSRW says, tips to finding place to stay when you travel. For one, you can use my Airbnb code down in the description below. You get $40 off your first Airbnb. And that's something I highly recommend, because Airbnbs are awesome. They're definitely great places to go when you travel, because you get to actually meet up with a local host. And most of the times, hosts are really friendly, and they'll actually take you around to places and show you local spots that you wouldn't otherwise find if you're in a hotel or something. So Airbnb is a great app, and they have lots of places that are really remote too. And as well, by the way, if you use my code, it helps me out as well. I'm not just promoting that to promote it, but I do strongly believe in Airbnbs, and you guys have seen me. But other than that, I would look up on Hostel World and Hostel Planet and hostels.com. Hostels are probably the best place to stay, especially if you're traveling on a budget or you're traveling alone, because the opportunity to make friendships and meet new people is huge, because there's so many people, young people, that are traveling and doing the same thing that you're doing. And so hostels are a great way to do that. And yeah, I would just look on the internet, hostels and Airbnbs, find yourself a nice place to stay on your next trip. So we're gonna come towards the end of this walk and talk right now. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit update about what's going on with my YouTube channel. And so I think I've developed an addiction to uploading to YouTube. It's also an addiction and also a fear of what will happen if I don't upload. So even though I made a video on Monday saying that I probably wasn't gonna upload very frequently for the next week, I did, and I'll be uploading 3 times this week. So it's just one of those situations where I don't really know what's gonna happen if I stop uploading on YouTube for the week. Hold on, I think I need to go this way. Yeah, I'm not sure what the repercussions are to not uploading on YouTube. And I think the danger there is that if I don't upload, maybe it'll hurt me negatively on my YouTube channel. So I'm just trying to keep the base minimum. Meantime, I've been filming every single day. I didn't film today because it was snowing all day. It just kind of stopped snowing a little while ago. But I didn't film today for that reason. I was just editing. But I am filming those travel guides all about New York right now, and it's been really difficult. Like, I've been walking like 6-7 miles a day doing these things. So I'm just trying to work on everything like that right now, and just get to a point where I feel like I can finish that guide and still upload the fun food videos and challenges or whatever that we were doing before, and then also get ready to hit the road again and start traveling. So that's what I've been working on as a little update for you guys. That being said, I'm trying to do these walk and talks at least once a week, because I know you guys really like them. I'm gonna try to make them even longer. I know this one will be a little shorter because it's a new format with the GoPro, and if it sucks, I don't want to bore you guys with the GoPro. I don't want you guys to hate me. But I think that's pretty much the update for you guys. Just videos are coming out. I know a lot of you guys message me, and I love you guys so much for that. Like, I love that you guys are missing my YouTube videos, which means I think I'm doing a good job. But the biggest thing that you guys can do for me right now is turn on those notifications. So every time that you guys see one of my videos, hold on, I think I went the wrong way again. Every time that you see one of my videos, you watch it, because I really need the help right now. These next few videos that are gonna be coming out are not gonna be good on the YouTube algorithm side when they first get uploaded. And so the more of you guys that are spamming the comments when the videos first come out and watching them and liking them is really, really gonna help me out. So those of you guys watching this, please do me a solid. For the next group of videos, please help me out on that if you can. It would mean the world to me. And also, if you're looking to support the channel a little bit and get something awesome, you can get some merchandise. The links will be on screen right now or in the description. It's fuzzy, it's warm, it's what you want to get. I'm gonna leave you guys here. I love you guys a long time. Just keep updated to me. If you guys want to know more about what's going on, just follow me on Instagram. We got updates there all the time. I'm always uploading my stories. And that's it. I love you guys so much. If you're Jewish, have a Shabbat Shalom. You have a great Shabbat. If you're not Jewish, have a wonderful weekend, and enjoy yourself this weekend. Go treat yourself. Buy yourself some Clatt merch. Treat yourself something friendly. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you a long time. Goodbye, Clatts.